Hey everybody, what's going on? David here. This is week 11 from March 14th through the 20th. And everybody, I apologize that it is Wednesday and the video is now just getting out, but I totally apologize. I've been having major problems with YouTube and my account ever since transitioning myself away from BBTV. They were a network that I had joined back in August of last year, and I've had a lot of problems and a lot of issues since leaving that network. So, not going to go into it. You can watch last week's video, sort of like a little mini rant, but little rant. But guys, do not ever join a YouTube network. Seriously, guys, unless you get some lucrative deal where they're going to film shit for you, which is not going to happen unless you're super huge, have 20 million, followers, and 30 million views a day. Guys, don't join them. They're a scam. They just feed off little channels like the YouTube channel that I have, and they take a percentage of your money, and they actually don't do anything for you. They claim that they do, but they do the same thing as what you get for as you can do in YouTube. So, anyways, not going to get into it. Seriously, I get people all the time. Oh, Dave, you've really inspired me to make a D&D channel. That's all fine and dandy. Don't ever, please do me one favor. Don't ever join a network. You put a lot of work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into a YouTube channel. It is very hard, guys. It is not easy. It's just not making a video and then just throwing it right up. There's a lot of other things that go on. Editing, retaking things, and like I said, don't join one. All right, that's it. So I'm done with the BBTV network partnership. Horrible. All right, so this is the last week, guys, that we are going to be doing the straw poll for the tabletopping T-shirts. So once again, up above, bing, there's going to be a little website that you can click on. It's going to take you to the vote where you can vote on a new logo or the old logo, and on the main website, tabletopping.net, you'll be able to see pretty much what the new and the old logos look like. Piece of cake. I'm going to let that go until the end of the week, and then next week we'll get the new T-shirt drive up. All right, so let's see. Had on Friday night of last week during the Dungeon Master workshop, we had Shane from Shane Plays on. It was a fun time having Shane on there. It was a blast. A lot of talking about and taking trips back on memory lane and stuff. So I really like the talking tabletop games with Dave is what I'm going to call it, and I'm going to do that several times a month. And I'm going to ask the other channels on YouTube, the other channels actually on Twitch, to see if they would like to join in, and we'll do open workshops, and we'll come up with some topics, and we'll talk about those, and then we'll talk about games, and talk about all that Dungeon Master stuff. So there you go. I'm going to be doing that probably a couple times a month, and to coincide with that, I'm going to be doing another game on Friday night, probably once a month, twice a month, and it's going to correlate between the Dungeon Master workshops and the Fantasy Grounds podcasts that I run for Chris Pramus and Wolfgang Bauer, Jen Page, and those guys. So there will be a game. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Want it to be something different, so it might be my own homebrew content. It may be my game. I'm working up a mechanic system based off of D20, so we may do that. But it'll only be like once a month, so that'll be on Fridays. So podcast, the Fantasy Grounds podcast coming soon. So next thing is I'm going to be working on, or I have already started working on, a bunch of 13th Age. I really like 13th Age. I'm a fan of it. I've been a big fan of 13th Age for a couple years now almost. I own all of the products, and I think it's a great game. I really do. It's by Pelgrane Press, by Rob Heinzu, Jonathan Tweet, and numerous hosts of others. I love the art. I love the mechanics. I love the way the classes are set up. I love the way the monsters are set up. I like the escalation die. I like the way the skill check system is. I like everything about it. So I'm going to be doing an extensive series of tutorials like I did with D&D 5th edition, with all the classes, races, everything, and also with Fantasy Age. So look for that within the next week or two. I'll start putting those out, hopefully a couple a day, and look for those. Now, I'm also going to be reaching out to Doug Davison from Fantasy Grounds again. Had him on probably about 4 months ago, and he talked all about Fantasy Grounds. Well, Fantasy Grounds has been going through a lot of changes lately, and they're trying to promote themselves better. They're trying to get more known. So they've done a lot of changes. They just revealed the new website, which is absolutely beautiful, and hopefully with Fantasy Grounds X, I don't know if that's what they're going to be calling it, but Doug kind of hinted at that last time he was on. But anyways, I'm going to ask Doug, see if he wants to come back on here, maybe within the next month, maybe on one of the workshop nights, and we'll see what the progress is on the new Fantasy Grounds and any other changes that they have coming for us. All right. So that's going to be that. And I'm also working on, guys, I've been working on a couple of Wizards of the Coast interviews for a long time, kind of getting the runaround on this. I kind of imagine that I have, but I'm going to keep plugging away trying to get that interview. So with a couple of the devs over there, hopefully. I've had Mike Merles on before. Hopefully I'll be able to get him on again, or maybe Chris or one of the others. All right, so now here's a couple things that I'd like to have you guys talk about in the comments section. And like I've been saying, I'm not getting into the hundreds of comments that I have every day on YouTube anymore. It's too time consuming. I've spent too many hours a day messing with YouTube comments. So the only thread, like I've mentioned several times, the only thread that I'm going to be actively in are very special threads that I do, maybe with the interviews or something like that, and also the weekly video like this video that I'm making here. So please, guys, would you guys like to watch rebroadcasts of old games during the day? I could easily stream games, maybe the 13th Age game, maybe the Zombie Apocalypse game, maybe the old original first game that I've ever done, which is an absolute horror and train wreck, and I cringe every time I watch parts of it. Would you guys like to watch those games? I mean, let me know in the comments section down below, because if there's a big enough request for it, I will probably go ahead and start doing some reruns during the day up to when I stream live. Okay, so next thing I'd like to also talk about is Football Manager. You guys know I'm a huge Liverpool football fan club. Love Liverpool. Their soccer, aka football, is a new hobby that I've picked up lately, and I really enjoy it. It's a great game. I can't believe I didn't get into it sooner. And I used to make fun of everybody that played soccer. Oh man, there were some pretty rough things said. But anyways, I started playing Football Manager a couple months back. I really love the game. It's fun. I stream it. There's a lot of people that watch it. I mean, usually there's, I hate to say, guys, but there are more people sometimes watching me play Football Manager than there is playing D&D games. So, I mean, it breaks my heart because of all of the effort that I put into the games and stuff, but that's just how it is, guys. The D&D channel on Twitch has just been in decline, ever since about 6 months after D&D 5e came out. So it's not just my channel, it's every channel in general. So anyways, I'm thinking about doing a continual series of the life of the Football Manager Dave, starting off at a low club and trying to work my way up through the leagues and try to eventually get to one of the top tier teams where they actually hire me as a manager. And it would take probably a good while to do this, but I think it would be a great continuing series that I think would be actually really fun. And we'll open it up to about 8 or 10 countries in Europe, and we'll just travel around team to team, try to do the best we can with them. Maybe sometimes we'll get fired. Maybe sometimes we'll get an offer with a better team in a bigger league. And I would eventually like to get up to the top maybe get this team or something one day. And I think that would be really fun, to be honest. I think it'd be really fun, and I will definitely comment all of the games. I know you guys like it when I comment the games. If I was a commenter, I would be fired after after one half of football. I would literally be fired. So, I know that all of the football teams in Europe are probably watching this video right now. So if you are needing an American announcer with a little bit of flavor and spice, talk to me, because I'll move to Europe as long as you're paying for it, and I'll announce your games for you. I won't be able to pronounce those names, but we'll have a good time trying. I can promise you that. So, all right. So if you guys would like to see me do also leaving a comment down below if you guys would like to see a series like that on the YouTube channel. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below. Now, also to go with to go along with that, I have a team that I created called DRIVETHRU FC, and I took the little Vanarama North team called Dartford FC, and I'm trying to find a scarf. So one of you Euros out there, because on eBay I cannot find a Dartford FC scarf. If one of you Euros lives close to Dartford and can get me a Dartford scarf, I will PayPal the money to you, and you can send it to me, because I cannot figure out. And then I contacted Dartford, and somebody told me that they don't ship to the United States. Pretty sad. I would have loved to bought a scarf from them, because that was the first team that I had ever managed on Football Manager. I said, okay, random team, boom, Dartford FC came up. That's why I like them. I root for them, and I actually listen to their games on the when I can, on their podcast that they have, which is pretty cool. So I need a logo made. I want a pretty cool soccer logo made. I don't care if it's on a shield. I don't care what kind of crest it's on, but I want a DRIVETHRU FC. I don't even care about the colors. So if any of you artsy fartsy people out there would like to make a DRIVETHRU FC, DRIVETHRU Football Club, established 2016 logo, I would love to have one, and I would really love to have one, because I'm going to create my own DRIVETHRU team. We're going to draft the team live on stream, all that good stuff, and plus I'd like to have it for the team. That'd be pretty fun, instead of using some generic shit that I download off of YouTube or something. Well, download off of Google or something. So, all right, artsy fartsy people, hook me up with a logo out there, guys. Seriously. All right. So, also, if you want to see me comment my games, and if you want to see me do a whole career, let me know. And we're literally gonna get into this to where I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna live. I'm gonna show you the apartment that I get, and if I'm in a real low ranked team, hell, I might even show you the van I'm living in. So that would be pretty fun, and I think you guys would get a kick out of that. And plus me butchering my names players and talking shit to them, and because they don't exist anyway, not in the computer, but that would be pretty funny. All right, so that's going to be happening in the near future. And plus, in all reality, guys, I'm going to be streaming a lot more now, because as you can see, the quality of the videos is back to where it was. I reformatted the hard drive. Hopefully everything is working really good now. Now that I've got everything uploaded onto the cloud, I've reformatted. So it's been taking me a couple days to get all of that situated. I'm so happy that I did it. Computer runs as good as what it was when it was new 3 years ago. So all right, let's talk about what's going on this week, and then we're going to hang it up, because I've got to watch the Bayern, Juventus, Barcelona, and Arsenal Champions League games. So, all right, we're going to wrap it up. Going to be playing Football Manager this week. Going to be playing Walking Dead, the new Michonne game has come out for The Walking Dead by Telltale Games. I'll be doing that. Football Manager, and then on Friday I'm going to do another small workshop, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the game 13th Age. I'm going to show you all the cool mechanics. I'm going to show you what the characters look like. I'm going to show you what the monsters look like, and we're just going to have a good time with 13th Age on Friday. Now on Saturday, we've got a Rise of Tiamat continuation. They are heading to Zonthal's Tower, which is one of the last things they need to do. They're getting pretty close, actually. They've probably got maybe 8, 10 I'd say anywhere between 6 and 10 sessions left. Depends on how fast they go, which we don't rush it anyway. So it's actually been a really interesting last 3 or 4 games because of the deck of many things that was introduced after Christmas. Anyway, everything was wished away. Everything is back to normal. Whew. Boy, that was... if you want some strife and some drama in your games out there, DM, add in the deck of many things and put in the 23 card version. It will be fun. It will be fun. And I was kind of easy on them a little bit too, which I think next time, I think I'll warn the players before they start messing with the deck of many things, because some of it is pretty ruthless. All right. So that's going to be on Saturday. We're starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, so be there, be square. And then finally, we're going to be playing Princes of the Apocalypse. I think we're up to about episode 140 or so on YouTube, so we're almost done with that. They are in the Black Geo. They're looking for the last 3 diplomats and the prophets and whatever else is in there. We're going to see what happens. So that'll be on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. All the players are going to be ready to go. And then after we finish the Princes of Apocalypse game, I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to play something. I know we're either going to do one of 3 things. If Willie can play on Sunday, we'll play 13th Age. But that's not looking good. Next, probably the Zombie Apocalypse game. And if they don't want to play the Zombie Apocalypse game, maybe we'll go back to something else, Savage Worlds. Maybe the 6th Gun or something like that. Maybe the Last Parsec. Maybe even Star Wars. So, anyways, new game coming up on Sunday. Anything but D&D 5e. I'm D&D 5e'd out, everybody. I love D&D 5e, but just need to take a break from it for a little while. And it sucks because Curse of Strahd's out. You know, I can't reach my Curse of Strahd book, but Curse of Strahd's out. I like it. Looks pretty good so far. But anyways, need a change, guys. But anyways, please, guys, leave a comment down below on if you can make a Daveford FC logo for me. If you would like to see the rebroadcasts of old games during the day, or if you would like to see me do a series of a career of a football manager traveling around Europe or wherever in the world getting these gigs. So I think it would be pretty fun. So leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys on Twitch. See you guys.